Exhale, hinge in the hips, small bend in the knees, fold all the way down, step your left foot back into that lunge position, and then drop that left knee down to the ground. From here, heel toe that right foot across the mat, drop that right knee down to the mat. So we're going into a pigeon pose. So in pigeon, if this is enough for you right here with that back knee on the ground, perfect, stay here. But we should never have any knee pain in this pose. So if you do have knee pain, you might need to get your front leg and your back leg closer together and square off your hips so we're not putting as much twist on that knee. However, if you don't have knee pain, you can always walk that back leg down towards the ground a little bit more and either stay with your chest up here, or you can bring your forearms down to the ground or your head down to the ground, whatever is comfortable, just breathing. In this pose, you should be feeling a little bit of opening of your left hip flexor and then a lot of opening in your right glute, your piriformis. And breathe and just get comfortable here for a second. Sometimes in yoga and sometimes in snowboarding too, you have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. So just breathing in and out through your nose, closing your eyes, and feeling yourself let go. So if you're holding any tension to keep your body in one spot, just release. Just sit in it. And breathe. Good. Couple more moments. Maybe seeing if you can let yourself fall a little bit closer to the ground. Good. And when you're ready, slowly bringing your hands back onto the ground, lifting yourself up a little bit, just enough for you to take a seat on that right glute. Perfect. So taking a seat on your right glute, your left leg is out behind you again, so it's kind of like your hips and your knees are at a 90-90 position. And then from here, just lean forward over that front knee again, noticing if it feels a little bit different. And breathe. Good. And then slowly coming all the way back up to a seated position, and then dig your feet into the ground as you rotate to the other side, facing over the left foot, the left leg. Yes. Good. And then hinging at the hips, folding over that left leg. Noticing how it feels different from the right. Good. And breathe. Good. Beautiful. From here, go ahead, bring your hands onto the mat in front of you. So we're facing the back of the mat now. Tuck your back toe under and then press the ground away, coming back into a downward dog, facing the back of the mat. So our hands are in the back, our feet are up where the front of the mat is. Then we're just going to bring our left foot in between our hands into a lunge. Left foot in between the hands into lunge. Drop that back knee on the ground. Same as the other side. Walk that left foot across the mat. Drop that left knee down to the ground. And then either stay here, or you can bring your forearms down to the ground, or you can walk your back knee back a little bit further. Same thing on the other side. And just notice how your sides are different. The body is asymmetrical, and which means that everything is different. Just breathing in and out through your nose while you sit for a moment here and let yourself fall into it a little bit more with each breath. Good. Fill in and out through the nose. Maybe adjusting one more time, getting as close to the ground as possible. And breathe. And when you're ready, placing your hands onto the ground, pressing yourself up until your chest is facing forward. And the same thing we did before, drop onto your left hip so we're sitting in that 90 degree. So both knees are a little bit bent. From here, we're just gonna open up our legs towards the side of the mat. So go ahead, sitting up high on your sit bones and allow both your feet to find the corners of the mat. Yes. And already, if you guys are like me and super tight from riding all week, you might already feel something right here. So go ahead, just staying here for a moment and breathing, making sure all the meat is moved out from your sit bones. Sitting nice and tall first. And then let's go ahead, take our right hand, or take our hands over the right foot. So the leg is in between the hands. Our chest is going towards the right toes. And then we're gonna inhale, lengthen our spine first. Exhale, fold towards that right foot. And it can just be right here. Maybe you can be on the forearms, maybe you can touch your toes. If you're a little bit more advanced in this move, you can try taking your left hand onto the right ankle and pulling yourself, your chest towards the knee. But if you do this, try to keep that left hip on the ground. And breathe. In and out through your nose. And go ahead, slowly release, walking yourself all the way back up. Same thing, rotate to the other side, bringing your hands on either side of that left foot, squaring your chest up first, making your spine nice and tall. Exhale, fold over the left side. And again, just noticing how your sides are different. So either staying up nice and tall here, maybe on your forearms, or a little bit more advanced, taking your right hand onto that left ankle, pulling yourself. But when I say pulling yourself, it's never forcing. Never force your body into movement because you don't ever want to pull anything. Breathe. Good. And slowly hinging all the way back up, coming back to the top.